The legendary election. Many of you guys will remember this from last year during Global's 2-year anniversary. Now, a lot of interesting things I think have sort of come from this legendary election right here. As you guys can see, this is the original news article that was in the game last July. All of these are still up on DBZ Dokkan Space, by the way, guys. If there's any, like, I don't know, old news things you guys would ever want to look at for any reason. Now, dear players, thank you for your participation in the legendary election event. Please see below for the election results. You know, number 1 was, of course, Vegito Blue. Number 2 was Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Number 3 was Beerus. Stay tuned for more information on future LR characters, and we hope you continue to enjoy playing Dokkan. Now, I was doing some research on the legendary election because I wanted to make this video sort of talking about it and also talking about a lot of the characters, the LR cards that were actually here in the LR election. And I actually found this video and tweet by the homie Rhyme Style over here. So here is the way it's displayed in game. Like, this was actually taken from it's literally the same thing as this news article we're reading, but the screenshot Rhyme posted right here, it's just displayed in game. I don't know, the wording of it is kind of vague, but it does kind of seem to imply that these 3 characters for sure will be getting LRs. So for a while, a lot of us were thinking, you know, Vegito Blue, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Beerus would all be getting LR cards. But as it's turned out, really, you know, you can kind of say that several of these cards on here have actually gotten LRs. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now, we're just going to start at the top left, and we're going to go all the way, boom, down to the bottom right. And then there also is the second one, which kind of has the ones listed that have already been used. So, right out the gate, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Obviously, we have not yet had an LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and that is going to be tremendously hype. Like, whenever LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku comes out, any Super Saiyan 4 character as an LR is going to be incredibly hype. A lot of people do kind of like say that when Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta dropped, that was like, the biggest hype for them from Dokkan. So, we'll see what happens when an LR character comes. By the way, I'm kind of expecting that the Broly movie cards at the end of this year, they are going to be pretty damn hype too. So then, of course, we have Blue Vegito, who, of course, was the official winner. He did get this card. Probably the best free-to-play unit in the game. Maybe LR Metal Cooler is a little better, but, LR Metal Cooler is 1,000 times harder to rainbow, whereas LR Vegito Blue, it's very, very easy. Like, basically, if you have him LR, you can have him rainbow easily. Like, there's no difficulty whatsoever. So, very, very powerful unit. Best free-to-play unit in the game. Definitely, to me, counts as like sort of a gift to the community or giving back to the community, because like that's what this was supposed to be, right? Giving back to the community. And I think a free-to-play card on the level of LR Vegito Blue certainly does count as giving back. Now this next unit, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. This list I've got right here does count that there is not yet an LR Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. And here's the thing, on the actual I couldn't find a picture of it, but this was the only one picture I could find that had like one of the characters selected right here. But I remember the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, like it was showing Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So it's conceivable that this is the LR they brought out afterwards, because of course LR Trunks and Goten, they can get an 18 key super 30% chance of getting Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks to come out. But I would say I'm sure we probably are going to get an LR Gotenks at some point. I think LR, like Gotenks, could make for a very interesting transforming card, really. Like, I wonder, could they do like an LR Trunks and Goten? And then it's a transforming card, right? Like, to base form Gotenks, to Super Saiyan Gotenks, to Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Like, it would be weird to have another, like, sort of LR Trunks and Goten. But I suppose it could be LR Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Goten, and then they transform slowly into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. You know, there's a lot of ideas they could do that I think would be very interesting. So next one, Super Saiyan Trunks Future. Again, I looked around, I couldn't find a picture of this, but this was Spirit Bomb Sword Rage Trunks. Now, here, let me actually... The LR in question we're looking at is, of course, this Trunks right here. I actually want to open up another thing real fast. Forgive me, y'all, for not having this open ahead of time. But Spirit Bomb Sword Rage Trunks does have the exact same name as this LR Trunks right here. As you guys can see, Super Saiyan Trunks Future, and then there's the Spirit Bomb Sword Rage Trunks right there. But this guy, you know, this would count, I think, as Super Saiyan Trunks Future. So they did give us that LR, just sort of a different variant. I do think the Spirit Bomb Sword is an LR-worthy moment, so we could still see it in the future. But, like, if we look at this, that one is kind of blacked off as though it was already used. I do kind of agree with that, you know, so, like, LR Vegito Blue, I think, for sure, you could black off, and then this Super Saiyan Trunks Future as well. But we easily could get a Spirit Bomb Sword Rage Trunks in the future. I think definitely so. Next, we have Fusion Zamasu. Now, I actually saw some people say that they thought, you know, you could actually, you know, knock this one off, because we have LR Goku Black and Zamasu. But definitely no way. No. Because LR Goku Black and Zamasu came out on JP before the legendary election happened. So they have nothing to do with this LR election, because, like, when they make these characters on Dokkan and stuff, it's not like they come up with the idea on Monday, you know, they start making the card on Tuesday, and by Friday the card is released or announced in game. That's not the way it works. So, like, you know, they knew LR Goku Black and Zamasu were going to come out way ahead of time of when they released. And I don't think, you know, they have nothing to do with this Fusion Zamasu thing right here. Again, the picture was Fused Zamasu. By the way, it was Fused Zamasu without the purple Bukkake damage on him. You know, the merged Zamasu that didn't look like a Ninja Turtles villain. That one, that is the one that was right there. So I think we will still see a Fusion Zamasu LR in the future. Next, we have Kid Buu. Now, I would actually say, originally, I'm still going to put this video out on Tuesday. Like, it's Tuesday, I'm going to put this video out later today. Originally, I thought we were going to get a data download tonight, probably with an LR Buu, probably with LR Kid Buu. So I was kind of planning that this video would go up, and I'd say, oh yeah, we might see LR Kid Buu tonight. And then, boom, LR Kid Buu does drop later tonight. But we got a surprise data download last night, and there was no LR in it. Because I did that before with LR Cell. Like, I'm not patting myself on the back or anything, because, like, we all were like, yeah, LR Cell is coming. But I did want to try and do it again with Buu, and it's like, nah, Dokkan said nah. I do still think the next LR we get is probably going to be some form of Majin Buu on the Enhanced Transformation category, though. I guess the reason they didn't release an LR is they did just release LR Goku and Frieza as a summonable LR, so they're probably going to wait until after the tournament is done on JP, and then next week we might get a data download, you know, and another new LR will be dropping. They usually do drop an LR, you know, about once a month now, so I do expect another one to come, at least, you know, relatively soon. Alright, so Metal Cooler Army, 100%. Like, this one, there is just no real discussion. Definitely this card right here, the Metal Cooler Core. This is exactly what they were talking about. This is another extremely good card, by the way. I would say they're right up there with LR Vegito Blue as best free-to-play unit in the game. But, you know, so there we go. Boom. They are in the game. Next, Golden Frieza. Definitely no LR Golden Frieza at all. Again, we could see one at some point. I don't know, maybe from the Broly movie is possible. I'm sure we're going to get another new Golden... Like, there's so many Golden Frieza cards in the game. because of, like, Dokkan was a baby when Resurrection F came out. So, of course, they wanted to flood it with, the new hotness, which was Resurrection F at the time. So, that's why there's so many, like, blue Vegetas and blue Gokus and, golden Friezas from Resurrection F. I'm sure we will get a golden Frieza at some point here. An LR one, of course. Hopefully, again, from the Broly movie. Hopefully the Broly movie cards have some sort of link or something like Resurrection F. Maybe like, I don't know, DBS Broly or whatever. And hopefully it's a key link. Those key links for, like, units in the same saga or movie or arc or whatever you want to do, that works so well. That's why all the Universal Survival Arc units are so good and link up so well with each other, is that Tournament of Power link. Alright, so next we move on to Beerus, who was one of the three highest place voters. I would say there's a good chance that this right here would be the LR Beerus, but here's the thing. I believe the Beerus, this one, my memory is a bit vague, but I recall that this was Hakai Beerus. The picture they gave us was Beerus doing the Hakai on Zamasu. So even though we have this LR Beerus and Whis, I do still think we could get just a standalone LR Beerus, doing the Hakai. That would make a lot of sense to me. A lot of people were disappointed with this LR Beerus that he does not do the Hakai. So I really do want to see that one. I do think you can kind of probably knock this one off. Let's see. Yeah, this one does have it knocked off there. Because, like, this is basically, everyone calls it LR Beerus. Like, we don't even call him LR Beerus and Whis, right? All right, so moving on. Next, we have Team Bardock. Now, this one is a bit more up in the air for me. We did get an LR Bardock. On his 18 key super, he kind of, like, powers up, and then you see, like, a flash of all of his teammates. But this isn't quite all of them together. I don't know. Let's see, this one does have Bardock listed off. I suppose you could say that is Bardock. I don't know. But, like, a full Team Bardock LR, to me, would make sense as a low-class warrior category leader. So, again, I would like to see that, because I would like to see the low-class warrior category be turned into something. Now, you've already got Turles, one of the best units in the game. You've got LR Bardock, and you have Tora. Those three are all incredibly good top-tier units. Now, if we add an LR category leader, all of a sudden the low-class warrior team is actually viable. Like, it's a viable category team. So, I would like to see them do that. Alright, moving on. Next, we have Ultimate Gohan. Definitely not an Ultimate Gohan LR in the game as of yet. I do think that's a pretty safe bet that we will get that at some point, but not now. Would I like to see that from the Tournament of Power? I guess so. Maybe an LR Ultimate Gohan and Piccolo from the Tournament of Power would be pretty cool. Moving on, we have Master Roshi, Goku, and Krillin from the start of Dragon Ball. By the way, the Ultimate Gohan picture was a picture of Gohan in the Buu saga, and then this Team Bardock, it was all Bardock and all of, Tora, Borgos, Fasha, and Shugesh, all of them together. So Master Roshi, Goku, and Krillin from the start of Dragon Ball, that would be a cool LR. This really does reek of, like, a free-to-play LR to me. Like, let's say the next World Tournament LR would be something like this, right? But I do hope they make it good. I feel like Dragon Ball as a whole is just not represented very well in Dokkan, and some powerful units from there would be incredibly cool, like Master Roshi, Goku, and Krillin, or moving ahead, Demon King Piccolo. I've said that my most wanted LR is Kid Goku when he defeats Demon King Piccolo, when he, the Uzaru fist or whatever, where he has a great ape, behind his back. That moment is so good to me, and definitely LR worthy for sure. I also think an LR King Piccolo would work too. Like, I don't know, I feel like the hype probably wouldn't be all the way there, but, like, I almost feel like that's not a bad idea for, like, the 4-year anniversary. Take it to the roots of Dragon Ball, right? Demon King Piccolo versus Kid Goku LRs, boom. I think that would be a good idea, but certainly would not sell as much as, LR UI Goku and Full Power Jiren, or, LR transforming Blue Vegito and transforming Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Obviously, those would sell like a lot better, right? But, Demon King Piccolo, I do hope to see that at some point. That, of course, is not in the game. Now, the last two, of course, you guys know, Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, and Cell and Cell Jr. We have both of those. Both of these are very, very recent LRs, and I love both of these units. LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, again, in terms of free-to-play units, they are very high on the list for me. They are fantastic. 4 key and 50% defense is no slouch. This unit is incredibly good on the Buu Saga team, which does struggle with ki. I love using them on the Buu Saga team. And then they also seal on their 12 key super. Very, very helpful. Just a very solid all-around unit. Again, from the friend point banner, like, this is like as good as we could have hoped for, honestly. Really, really like LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. And then LR, Cell plus Cell Jr. Now, when you guys are watching this, I think Global is going to go into maintenance within a few hours after this video comes out. LR Cell is coming to Global this week, by the way. Like, I think LR Cell might be out tomorrow on Global. It's coming very, very soon. He is incredibly good, by the way. He is a World Tournament destroyer. I'm very, very hyped and excited for the JP World Tournament, which is about to come, because I'll finally be able to test out LR Cell in the World Tournament. The last tournament, I did not have Battlefield medals to awaken LR Cell. Now I do. Oh, you know what? It really does make a lot of sense that they're going to drop this guy with Battlefield, because he awakens with Battlefield medals. Okay. So I wonder, are they going to count this as the LR with the first global Battlefield? Are they not going to release a physical LR Ginyu Force tomorrow? Well, I'll save this for after the global update is done. But LR Cell definitely makes a lot of sense that he's going to be coming to global, since he awakens with these Battlefield medals, man. Okay. But, really good unit, and of course, as we can see, one of the options that was here on this list. So, this pretty much is what we're looking at of LRs that we will see at some point. Again, I feel like Beerus and Team Bardock are a bit up in the air. Really, even the Super Saiyan Trunks future can be kind of up in the air as well, since those three, like, the LRs does not match the picture from the Legendary Election, right? But I think the rest that are still highlighted, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Gotenks, Zamasu, Kid Buu, Golden Frieza, Ultimate Gohan, Roshi plus Goku and Krillin, and Demon King Piccolo. We will probably see all of those cards as LRs, I would say, like, within the next calendar year. I'm sure there's a good chance. I don't know, maybe they'll push some of it back, because I do feel things like, Evolution Blue Vegeta as an LR, Dragon Ball Super Broly, Jiren, Mastered Ultra Instinct, those are cards I would expect to see LR at some point too, and those are all things that did not exist when the Legendary Election occurred, right? There was no Ultra Instinct when the Legendary Election was happening. So, more, hype stuff has come out since this happened, but I do still think we will eventually see all the options on this list, brought to Dokkan. So there we go, guys. There's sort of a look back at the Dokkan Legendary Election from the second year anniversary on Global. Now, Global did do something kind of similar this year with Vote for the Next Dokkan Fest card between Caulifla, Kale, and Hit. The winner was Hit. Remember that Blue Vegito did not materialize in Dokkan until, December? So this vote was held in July, and he didn't show up until December. So, Hit, Caulifla, and Kale, that vote happened in, was it like the very last days of August? So again, we might not see Hit show up until, November or December as well. But, alright guys, I'll go ahead and finish it here. Thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all next time.